Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel, Queen of All the Trades. So I said this is for Leo right here. So I have here third party reading, right? So let's get into it. So the way Divine Masculine feels about the Divine Feminine energy. So he got three cards actually. So this could be three different Divine Masculine energies that I'm pulling, or this can be the same Divine Masculine. This could just be like the different energies that I'm pulling from him. So the first one says forgiveness and learning, and then it says, um, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay. So I kind of feel like the way this masculine is feeling about this feminine is that he wants to. I feel like there's a need for forgiveness here. Maybe there were some things that this masculine had done that he feels sorry for, um, and he's actually hurting from that, and he wants this feminine to know that. And what came out clarifying that was the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. Okay, um, so I do see that the masculine, is very generous, kind, a loving, but maybe he just doesn't really like show his emotions all the time. Maybe he talks sharp like the Queen of Swords. Like the shit that he see out of his mouth sometimes. I mean, he be saying real shit, but the way that it come out, it can sound like it's harsh. You know what I'm saying? And he probably don't think about it at the time. Like maybe he needs to be when he do communicate and speak, he needs to be speaking in like a loving, caring, and kind way. Or maybe maybe this feminine was like real generous towards him and kind hearted, and it seemed like this masculine was like turning his back on her, or maybe the feminine turned her back on the masculine. And I say that only because of the cards that play out in the karmic energy and in the divine feminine energy, which I'll get to as we go along. But maybe this feminine, turned his back on this masculine, and this masculine, maybe there's a need for him to forgive the feminine. Maybe he's saying he forgive the feminine, or maybe he wants the feminine to forgive him, for something that he's done. But I do see here in this situation that I did pull out. Let me tell you what the situation is first. So this masculine, I feel like this feminine and this masculine aren't in communication, and in some cases they are in communication, which explains this card. But in some cases, this masculine and this feminine are separated, or they on the brink of separation, um, or they just aren't really communicating. Okay, and then also this feminine has a karmic person that she's also talking to as well, not only the masculine. So clarify the um, let's clarify the Queen of Swords here for forgiveness and learning. Queen of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Swords, please, Holy Spirit. Just have it. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups. So maybe this feminine knew that there was a third party relationship, or I feel like this feminine really turned her back here on this third party connection. Okay, or turned her back on the friendship that she had with this masculine, or maybe this masculine, um, turned his back on the feminine, for other people. Maybe he was going out too much, maybe he had a lot of friends. Okay, maybe he was doing a lot of partying, and maybe he learned his lesson. You know what I'm saying? Um, but he does see that this feminine was loyal to him. He trusted her. He see this feminine. He looked at this feminine like she was a friend to him. Not just a lover, not just um, a partner, but a friend. A real intelligent person. Somebody who don't hold their fucking tongue. Somebody who will tell it like it is. And he had a lot of good times with this feminine, with this Three of Cups energy here, and he see her as somebody who's loyal and strong. She hold her own. That's what the Queen of Wands do. You know what I'm saying? The Queen of Wands ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she could be bitchy, but she's not a bitch. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So she ain't gonna let nobody dick her or punk her around. You know what I'm saying? Not even a divine masculine. Um, as kind and generous as he is, he can have other traits here. This is just what's being revealed to me. this could be like one side of him. He could be generous, but he could have a whole nother side. You feel me? But I kind of feel like what this is telling me here is that, you know, this feminine is more, could be more dominant, okay, as far as like communication and, um, you know, her mind could be a little bit more sharper than the masculine here or something like that. Tell me about the, okay, thank you. So we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, so he didn't really express his emotions here. He has a lot of feelings for the divine feminine, and this is what he needs forgiveness for. He wants her to forgive him for this heartbreak. Okay, so we have two threes here, so this could be a third party situation. Like I said, the feminine got herself out of this shit. Like she don't want to be a part of any third party connections, and I do see that there was a separation due to this over here, the feminine's energy. But yeah, I mean, he has a lot of emotions for her. He loves her a lot. You know, he'll help her out and give her anything. But he's hurting right now with this Three of Swords. And all he wants is forgiveness from his feminine here. For hurting her or putting her through this kind of hurt. And the other card that flipped over was the Judgment. Yeah. So this is definitely some type of decision. So the final decision would ultimately be the divine feminine's energy, okay? Because this like judgment is just all about like the final decision being made. So it's a decision that has to be made, and once this decision is made, it's like no turning back here, okay? And there's definitely a soulmate connection. These two definitely are connected here, obviously. But there's definitely a decision that needs to be made here dealing with, you know, their relationship and their connection. You know, like what is it going to be? And I feel like the decision is going to be, you know, either to close out whatever cycle they got going on to begin a new cycle here. So the world is here behind the judgment card. So there's definitely a decision that needs to be made and it needs to be closed out and final. You know what I'm saying? It can't continue to go on. And this masculine knows this, okay? And this is how he's really feeling here. Um, and it's like he wants to extend his love here. He wants to, but he doesn't feel like that the feminine is going to accept this here because there's already a bunch of cups in here on this, down here on this plate or on this ground. This is a grass. It's on the grass. So she already got a lot of like, I mean, there's already a lot of cups here. Then he feels like if he come forward with this cup, you know, towards her, like, what makes her think that, you know, this is from the masculine perspective, like, why would she accept this cup when she got, you know, all these cups here, you know, already sitting in front of her? But I kind of feel like there's definitely a decision that needs to be made here, you know, towards this Ten of Cups so that you guys can be completely happy with each other. You know what I'm saying? In a happy family unit. Or just be completely happy. Not like a fairy tale happiness, but, you know, something close to that, I guess. I mean, that's all we can achieve is something close to it, but it ain't gonna be that. Let's just keep it real. This ain't Walt Disney fucking pictures and shit. But I'm just saying, you know, that's the goal that we try to achieve when it comes to love, I guess. But it ain't gonna get like that. So down here we have, okay, so the next one that came out was codependency, okay, and it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So there could definitely be a lot of addictions here. When it comes to this divine masculine, this is the way that he feels about this divine feminine. So maybe he feels like the divine feminine has codependency issues, or you know, they may be in a codependent relationship, or they may have things that's joining them together here, okay, that they can't get rid of. So they could be in a marriage, but I don't really see that. But I do see that maybe they have like other obligations, maybe, okay. Yeah, it could be like financial obligations with this Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, it could definitely be financial obligations or some type of passionate venture. Maybe they started together or something like that. Not like something that they both was passionate about that they both decided to invest in with money is what I'm saying. Not like sex or anything. But this Ace of Wands, like somebody could be addicted to sex, you know, the codependency here. And this Ace of Wands, you know, they could definitely be addicted to each other sexually here, or be codependent on each other sexually, like, or something like that. But I really feel like there's a need for things to balance out here when it comes to a passionate, brand new beginning between the two. If they're not sleeping together, then things definitely need to be balanced out, which is this codependency, whatever the codependent issues are that's between the two. They definitely need to be balanced out if they want this brand new passionate beginning together. And this is how this masculine is feeling here. So maybe, yeah, he's feeling like things definitely need to be balanced. Let me see what the Ace of Wands is about. So we got this Ace of Wands, please. Okay, Ace of Wands is clarified with the Ace of Wands. Brand new passionate beginnings. Brand new passionate opportunities. Okay, Ace of Wands clarified with the Ace of Wands. Let's see, at the bottom of the deck we have the Seven of Wands. So this is a lot of action being taken here. So I feel like with this being the Ace of Wands, it's like the beginning of um begin the beginning of taking action here. But things need to be balanced out before they can even start to take any action or begin to come up with any brand new passionate beginning. Like that's what I've been saying. Like, yeah, I mean, things have to be balanced out. This is codependency issue before they can get some type of victory here. Also, I see that somebody wants attention sexually here, but before they can give sexual attention or get sexual attention here, things have to balance out. The shit is unbalanced. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Okay, Ten of Swords in a reverse. Clarifying the Two of Pentacles. So, yeah, things need to be balanced out, or else it's going to end completely. I mean, maybe they aren't, maybe they're still talking to each other here, and you might have kids, or maybe, like, I don't know what the extent of the codependent situation, like, that could be anything: finances, children, it could be addictions, any of that, whatever is keeping the two, um, keep coming back to each other, not just for the connection, because not all twin flames are even meant to like be in a fucking real connection. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just shit that y'all gotta do. I don't know what the extent of your situation is. Like, you would know, if you would actually sit and think about it long enough, you would figure out the answer. But um, and the way to do that is to like go back from the time that you guys started dating up until the time of now, and see the way that you grew, the way that they grew, the things that you guys had to go through and trying through and all that. And you could probably pinpoint what it is that, what is the reason why the two of you are in each other's lives. Like, the main goal for twin flames, like, a lot of us, we want to be with our masculine or our feminine, but sometimes that shit don't work out that way. Um, and it really don't. Sometimes it really don't. But the way that we connect with them in a different way. But it's like we want that relationship with them, and sometimes that may not be what, we can have at this time, or hopefully y'all get what I'm trying to say, but it may not be like what you guys, what we're supposed to have with them at this time. You know what I'm saying? But things need to be balanced out. Okay, maybe this masculine has codependent issues because over here in this column we do have children connected with the karmic person. So maybe they have children here. Okay, maybe they was juggling, balancing things out. They don't want things to end. Okay, due to that codependent situation, which could be children to another person. Yeah, but they don't want things to end here. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the the Fool card. So they want to start over. They want something brand new. They want a brand new patch to begin in, but there's codependent issues in the way. Um, the bottom we have let go of control issues, and it says allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, um, and that was clarified with the Queen of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like this divine masculine feels like that this feminine, maybe this feminine is controlling when it comes down to money issues, okay, financially, because we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we all know the Queen of Pentacles is the shit because this bitch is like money bags, okay? Let's just keep it all the way 100. I mean, she might not got a lot of money, but she packing, okay? Her bank account ain't looking too ragged, okay? Her bank account is looking okay for the average motherfucker. Well, not the average, but above the average person. She got a good cushion. You know, she could buy whatever she want. You know, probably not whatever she wants. She probably like on a budget or whatever. But at the end of the day, the Queen of Pentacles can, you know, go out and if she want to go out and dine at like a fancy restaurant, she can go into her account and go do that. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. If she want to spend money on like a nice bag that she's been looking for or looking forward to getting or something like that that treat herself, she can absolutely do that because you know she have that kind of money set aside for if she want to do that or not. You know, if this bitch want to go on a fucking trip to like Bali or I don't know the fucking Bahamas, she can book her a flight, okay, and get on there and go. You know what I'm saying? Like she already look like she at Bali, even though these are Egyptian gods or whatever. But yeah, but she can do that. So I kind of feel like maybe this masculine, the way he feels about this divine feminine is that she controls everything, the finances here. So this he may feel like this feminine, you know, maybe this feminine tries to be the breadwinner in the family, or maybe this feminine tries to uh, I don't know, because you know how like the masculines they always you know, like the masculine energy versus feminine energy. And this has been like, and I'm looking at it from like past time, not like present day, like how women got to struggle and work and shit to take care of their family. But I'm looking at it like past day shit, right? And this masculine could be like a traditional type masculine who, you know, values, who was raised up with those value systems from like past day shit, like where the masculine is the one that's supposed to be like the dominant one. He's supposed to be the one that's supposed to be making all the money. He's supposed to be the one, you know, that's like looked up as like the king, like the god in the family because he's the head. You know, he's looking up as the head, and in this case, it's looking like this feminine energy is the head. You know, this feminine energy is the one that's bringing home the money. This feminine energy is the one who's securing the bag. Okay, and I kind of feel like this masculine is feeling like this feminine is being a little bit controlling and dominating when it comes to um, this financial aspect. And I kind of feel like it's kind of intimidation, to be honest. So you can be a little bit intimidated and don't know how to say it. You know what I'm saying? But the only advice I can give in this situation to this masculine is just, you know what? Just have a conversation and then you take your ass and go get a more better job or try to figure out how to make more money. You know, just tell her to keep that money that she's making and just store it up for a rainy day while you be the provider. You know, it's not easy to switch. I mean, it's not that. Well, it's probably not that easy to switch the roles now. You know, with the economy the way that it is. But you know, currently in its current state. But I mean, it's just that easy. You know, if this masculine, I don't know how determined this masculine is in this situation, or as far as his motivational goals, or you know, his actual drive to get shit done. But you know, if he was more goal driven to get shit done, then you know he can match this energy of this feminine, and he wouldn't feel so intimidated. Actually, so let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles. Damn, I can't believe I just gave a whole story about this shit. Ooh, the spirit must be in me today, y'all. I'm telling you. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so two cards came out. So we have the Four of Swords and we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, he's thinking that it's just a burden, you know. for this feminine to handle everything. You know, she's handling everything, and it's like she's controlling everything. Maybe she's like, I want to do it. You know, I'll step up to the plate if we fall in financially, or you know, this whoever this feminine is, this bitch is a go getter. Like I don't see the Queen of Wands energy here, but she really is a go getter. Like she's stepping up to the plate and making sure that her family is secure, and that she eating, and that everything is good. So when shit fall apart, this feminine steps up. This feminine might have fire in her chart, even though this is the earth sign. This is symbolic to the earth signs, but this feminine right here may have fire too, and earth in that chart or whatever. But yeah, it's like he feels like it's a burden right here. Like he thinks about this, and he feels like it's a burden for this feminine to try to handle everything financially by herself. And it's like he's kind of tired right now. He's kind of tired of watching this. Watching her struggle, watching her. It's like he feels like it's a burden for her to continue to do this, and it's like he's kind of tired. He's watching, but he's still hanging in there. On his, he see her hanging in there on her last, hanging in there by her, the skin of her teeth. Trying to make shit happen. Yeah, trying to make things happen here. But this is how he's feeling about the feminine. He feels like this feminine works hard too. He feels like it's a burden for her to be working, and she just need to rest. You know, let go control issues. Like this feminine is always working, always. This feminine is a fucking beast, yo. I'm telling you. I mean, I see that in a good way, but yeah, like this feminine has a lot of drive. I'm telling you, whoever this feminine is, they definitely got fire in that chart for sure. But they have a lot of drive here. But he feels like maybe the feminine is overworking herself here, and maybe she needs to rest. You know, and let go of control issues. Stop trying to have everything under control all the time. Like maybe he's saying that things is going to be okay. So for this, the way the divine masculine feels about the karmic person in the situation, we have children, and it says your love life is being affected by children. Now I feel like this is the divine masculine's karmic energy, okay? And that was clarified with the 7 of Wands. So either this masculine is the way he feels about this karmic person. Maybe this karmic person that he's with is like protecting the children away from him, or defending or keeping the kids away from him or something. Or maybe he's going to protect his children from this karmic energy. But I really feel like it's this karmic energy that's keeping the children away from him. Clarify the 7 of Wands. Like maybe he feels like when he goes to speak about the children or asks about the children or something like that, this common person is like real defensive towards him. Like she act defensive. Like she ready to fuck his ass up or something. He probably ain't doing nothing wrong but call and ask about the kids. Yeah, so we have the 6 of Cups. So that could definitely be, this is definitely somebody that he had children with in the past for sure. But we have the children's on here too as well. With the 6 of Cups, like that look like a little child right there or something. Actually, I look like 2 little children. They look like funny looking kids, don't they? Oh my god, they gotta put better artistry on here. Like you can't even really see this person's face. Look at that, it's crazy. But they look like 2 little kids or whatever in the garden. So he could have like 2 kids with them, because we got 2 kids right here too on here. At least these kids look a little better. So you could probably have 2 kids here with this common person. But it's like the way that he feels about this calling person, that this person is like real defensive and guarded here. Maybe she act childish, okay, or he, maybe this calling person acts childish and act on guard. But if you see that this person is like maybe protecting the kids or keeping the kids, I feel like this person is like trying to keep the kids from him or something like that. Maybe he feels like that this calming person had trapped him, okay, in the situation with this Hermit card and this Eight of Swords card. Maybe he feels like, he trapped, that she trapped him here in the past. He could be real defensive towards her here, okay. Um, oh wow, this is pretty interesting here. Look, guys. So we have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, right? So we have the Queen of Pentacles over here, and then we have the Queen of Swords up here. So maybe these two people don't get along, okay? One could be the divine feminine energy, and one could be um, this comic person energy or something like that. But these two people is just two females right here, and their backs are like against each other. Like these two people don't see face to face. So even if they have kids by the same person, they're not even fucking communicating and talking to each other. You know what I'm saying about the whole situation. That's interesting. But I feel like this masculine didn't really see this coming here. Um, Maybe his hands was tied. Like he felt like he was tied. Like he couldn't really speak on the situation, or really say nothing. Deep down, maybe he wanted to say something to this comic person about this children's situation, or yeah, maybe he wanted to communicate this, or deep down he wanted to say something, but he didn't. Maybe he felt like his hands is tied, especially if this comic person and him have children together, and this comic is keeping the kids away, from this divine masculine energy. Maybe he feels like his hands are tied here. Tell me more about this. Okay, Eight of Swords wanted to come back out again. Yeah, he's feeling like he's stuck. Okay, yeah, he really feels like he's stuck here. Maybe he feels like he's stuck because he may have children here with this calling person, and he felt like she trapped him, and if he's thinking about it too, he's really thinking about this shit with the Six of Cups. It's like going back down memory lane, and mentally, this is like mental, mind, and communication, and mentally, he feels like, she trapped him here. But I do see that he happy. He do love his kids because we have the sun here and we got this child on this fucking horse. So he do love his kids, and then we have the King of Cups energy coming out again. So this is the divine masculine's energy, this King of Cups energy. This is the energy that we see in the beginning with this forgiveness and learning. Okay, um, and we have the King of Cups. He loves his children. So no matter how he feels, how the children was conceived, or now that the kids are here, he loves his kids, and I feel like he will protect them, with everything that he has. If he is seeing the kids, he will definitely protect them for sure. But maybe he feels like that this common person is had trapped him into having these kids, and or maybe this common person may not be likely to see his kids if that's a possibility too. So the way that the common person is feeling about the divine masculine energy is worth waiting for, okay? And it says divine timing is at work in your love life. So this common person is waiting around for this divine masculine, and that was clarified with the Two of Wands. So she's waiting for him to make a decision here, okay? So he has a choice that he needs to make with this Two of Wands, okay? She's just sitting here at the edge of this cliff, holding her balance because, bitch, we can't stand up for too long or else we're going to topple over. Okay, I don't know how long you're willing to stay and wait at the edge of this cliff, but yeah. She got some canes or something supporting her up there while she continued to wait here. Wait for this masculine to come through. Two of Wands. Oh my God. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and we have the Devil card. So it was definitely a missed love opportunity here, but there's no love here. She feels like this masculine doesn't love her. Um, she feels like there can't be a new love opportunity, until that codependency situation or some type of codependent relationship has ended or whatever toxic energy that's going on with this devil card until it come, until it reverses itself. I mean, it's in a reverse now, but this is like letting go of toxic energies, letting go of addictions. Okay, um, letting go of negative energies, negative spirits. You know what the devil card represents? A bunch of fuck shit. Okay, so we're just gonna say fuck shit. Okay, letting go of a bunch of fuck shit. So she's sitting here waiting for him to make this decision, letting it go, and this is from her perspective, okay? Letting go of a bunch of fuck shit, okay, so they can have that brand new beginning. Because right now it's seeming like this masculine does not love her, period, okay? He's not showing any emotion to her. So if they do have kids together, he's only showing emotions to the kids or, paying attention to the kids and not her if she's letting him see the kids. If not, this calming person, if she has kids with him, she's blocking these kids with him and waiting for him to get rid of whatever she think that he's attached to that's negative. So in her mind, she feel like whatever other situation he got going on is a negative situation. It's a addictive situation here. And then we have this codependency here. So there's definitely some type of codependent situation that definitely needs to and this the feminine with the feminine energy. So maybe they like codependent to each other. Maybe this masculine is feminine. This masculine and this divine feminine could be living with each other, and maybe this karmic person is just waiting for this this masculine to leave the feminine or whatever the case may be. Here, but over here is looking like this masculine doesn't want to end it. He's just trying to balance some things out, move some things around, get shit a little bit more stabilized. But he doesn't want things to end with the feminine, with the Ten of Swords. So this bitch will be waiting around for a while. So good thing she got her kings on the edge of this cliff. Oh my God, my ear is ringing so bad, you guys. And I'm talking, so I can't even hear what's going on in my mind. Like, I think this shit only works when I'm quiet. But actually, it really do work even when I'm showering or when I'm just laying down in my bed, chilling, thinking about bullshit, nothing really. This one is quiet. Damn, I'm fucking get ringing. Whew, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's ringing. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so she could be waiting on this motherfucking cliff for a long ass time, okay? Alright. So the way that this karmic person is feeling about divine feminine now, we have getting to know each other here, okay? And then it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, okay? And then we have that with the Eight of Cups. So this is how the karmic person is feeling about this divine feminine here. So I kind of feel like, I kind of feel like maybe this karmic person did try to like extend some type of if this karmic person had children with this divine masculine here, okay? Because look, we have like this girl or whatever. This could be like a teenager or somebody laying down on this woman's lap, and then we have the man over here, right? So I don't know what they fucking really saying here, but this can be like this person child or something. So if there is children involved here, okay, maybe this calming person did try to extend, try to get to know this divine feminine, but she felt like the divine feminine was like isolating herself from the situation. Like, I don't want shit to do with that. And then, we can clearly see this over here where, this feminine found out about this third party situation and was like, she turned her back. Um, she turned her back on it. And this masculine, know that he hurt the feminine. He feels hurt about it. Um, yeah. So she turned her back on this shit. Like, I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? Even if that is your child's mother, and even if they do got fucking, even if the feminine and the masculine do got kids, it's like, okay, even if our children are siblings, like, I don't really want to get to know this motherfucker. Like, are you serious right now? Are you really asking me to, like, are you really trying to extend any type of conversation or anything towards me? Like, bitch, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of energy that I'm picking up here. This is from this comic's point of view. This is how she's feeling. Like, the feminine just, every time she tried to extend some type of truth or tried to get to know the feminine or tried to, communicate with the feminine, like, walked away. Like, was feeling like she was checked out. Like, she really wasn't there. Like, she probably was listening, but not really fucking listening. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. Just to hear what they had to say, just to hear what they had to say, but really not really giving a fuck about what they really had to say, truthfully. Um, yeah, not really giving a fuck, truthfully. Let me see. Tell me about this Eight of Cups. Um, if this is a divine feminine, oh, I gotta say this. If this is a calming person for the divine feminine, okay. Yeah, if this is a calming person for the divine feminine here, and the same thing applies to what I just said over here too. Just replace it with what I was saying for the calming person for the divine feminine. But I kind of feel like this divine feminine, this calming person feels like that, when they were trying to get to know the divine feminine here, divine feminine was like emotionally closed off or seemed like they was emotionally checked out, Um, maybe this calming person was like coming on into this divine feminine too hard, and this feminine already have emotions and love for somebody else, especially if she had just got out of a relationship with somebody else, aka divine masculine or whoever, so getting to know somebody else is like they really closed off, and maybe this, yeah. So if this is a common person for the divine feminine, you know, yeah, I kind of feel like this person is like willing to wait for this feminine. Even though this feminine don't love them and this feminine is emotionally closed off to them here, um, this person's like waiting for this feminine to get out of a codependent situation or something like that. But that's what I just said. If it was vice versa, though, really. Um, but if this is divine masculine's karmic, yeah, this feminine is like, this karmic energy is like every time I try to approach you or try to make amends or try to even bring my child around, to see the masculine or whatever the case may be, it seemed like you was emotionally closed off or you wasn't around or something like that, or you didn't want to be around. Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's like you left out in the cold until we have the Eight of Cups again. So it seemed like you seemed cold, you know, and you just didn't want to be fucking bothered. Like you was distant, you know, you left them out in the cold. You really didn't have no, you really didn't feel like being bothered, period. I mean, that's just what I'm seeing. Yeah, you didn't really want to feel bothered. Divine Feminine didn't want to feel bothered by the shit. Yeah. Because it was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? With the Ace of Swords in reverse, like, why stick around for a bunch of fuck shit, okay, with the Ace of Swords in reverse? You feel me? Um, you know, whatever this person was trying to come to you with, or you know, trying to get to know you as, or whatever the case may be, they was coming with a bunch of lies. Like, you didn't really believe them, you couldn't trust them. Like, they not a trustworthy type of person. It's not like this your homegirl or somebody that you've been rocking with for years. Like, bitch, you an enemy of mine. I'm just reading it like this. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm reading it like this, because this is how I'm feeling. It's just, yeah, like you just seem closed off. You just seem like it was just not genuine. If was a comic person that the divine feminine was trying to get with, okay, the reason why she was emotionally checked out, yeah, is because she didn't really trust this person. You know, this person seemed ungenuine. It's the same way for if this was the masculine's comic, okay? But this is how this comic is feeling. You know, they feeling like he was closed off, like he was dishonest, like he wasn't being truthful with them or something like that, like he was keeping shit from them. Like, even though this ain't about like hiding secrets, but this is the Ace of Swords in reverse, so it's like they couldn't really understand you, or they just didn't really get you or something. Like, they just didn't get the fucking memo, or they didn't get the picture, or something like that. Okay, the way this divine feminine feels about the divine masculine here, we have separation, okay, and it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon, okay. So I kind of feel like this feminine and masculine are in separation. You know, like I was saying in the beginning, because I've seen this card here, and then we have the Two of Swords, and then we have the Eight of Swords again. So I kind of feel like they feel stuck, okay, trapped in the situation mentally. They feel stuck and they feel indecisive, okay. Um, or maybe this feminine feels like this masculine is stuck and trapped in the situation and feel like they indecisive, or something is keeping this masculine bound and trapped here, that he's refusing to see some shit here because he's fucking blindfolded, okay? Tell me about the Two of Swords. It's like she's really indecisive of what she want to do, but mentally she feels stuck about what it is that she want to do, and whether or not she want to separate or not. Is that we have the Two of Swords. She doesn't want to move forward here. Somebody doesn't want to move forward with this Chariot here. So even though she feels like they need to separate or something like that, but she feels like she's indecisive or he's indecisive, okay? Um, and don't want to move. She doesn't want to move on away from the situation. So if this is a situation where somebody else, another person that was trying to talk to the divine feminine here, this is why this person was feeling like this feminine was like emotionally closed off or whatever, because she's feeling stuck and decisive of whether or not she want to move on and separate away from this masculine here. And this person who's trying to connect with her, on the other end, is like feeling like she's dishonest and shit like that, because she's not really expressing the way that she feels to this person, or really letting this person in, or even maybe she, you know, I don't know what the situation is, but it's like emotionally they want something more with this feminine, and they want this, you know, they want to really get to know the feminine, but they feel like they don't really know this feminine like that, or the on an intellectual level, or the feminine don't really communicate with them, you know, because and they keep their emotions to themselves and they closed off, and that's because this feminine is not sure whether or not they want to take any steps towards this calming person is the divine feminine's karmic here. So it's kind of like, so this feminine is like contemplating taking this offer here. So this goes back to what we were saying over here with this divine masculine, this divine feminine energy, where somebody wants to give an offer, okay, and somebody already has a couple cups right here, you know, but they contemplating to think about whether or not they should accept this offer from this divine masculine. And this is the way this feminine is feeling. Uh, she's not sure whether or not she wants to move on. She's really indecisive, or she feels like this masculine could be feeling that way, and whether or not she wants to move on or walk away from this fucking masculine. Okay, or it could be vice versa. She may feel like this masculine is feeling this way about her, but I really feel like this is this feminine feeling this way about this masculine energy here, because this masculine wants this feminine to forgive him, you know, because the feminine, you know, turns his back like, I don't got time to hear the shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Come with something better. He ain't coming no gifts or nothing, but he do feel bad about the separation and the heartbreak, you know. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so in her mind, she feels like it's not going to work out here. That it's not going to be no type of victory here. She doesn't see a solution. You know, she doesn't see how this shit can work out moving forward. Yeah, she doesn't see how things can work out moving forward. Okay, so I don't know what the extent of what actually happened between this divine masculine and this feminine, except for what we see over here is that there was definitely you know, some type of heartbreak with this Three of Swords here. Um, yeah, make possibly a third party relationship, okay, or something like that, and this decision needs to be made. So I don't know, you know, if it was just only a third party situation, maybe it was just that, or it could have been something different. Other things that led up to it could have been like codependency issues that need to be balanced out. It could have been addictions. You know, I don't know what those addictions are or codependency issues are for you guys, but you know what those are that need to be balanced out, but things don't want things to end here. Yeah, so she just doesn't really see how it's going to work out moving forward. So the way this calming person feels about, I mean, divine feminine feels about the calming person, we have finances and career, and it says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then we have the Eight of Coins. So if this is an issue where this calming person, I mean, this divine feminine is like really not paying this calming person no mind, you know, not really trying to let this person in, it's because this divine feminine is kind of like trying to work on her own self, okay? Putting in work on her own self and making money, you know, finances and career. Focusing on her finances, focusing on her money here, okay? Um, Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles, please. What's that Eight of Cups? I don't know why they come down here to eat at like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so we got the High Priestess in the reverse. Okay, client find the Eight of Pentacles. on, let me clarify the High Priestess real quick before I say what I'm getting ready to say. Clarify the High Priestess. Because I seen the King of Pentacles energy, and then I seen the Nine of Cups, right? So, hold on, let me see what I'm going to say, then I'm going to clarify the High Priestess. So, I seen the King of Pentacles energy, and I seen the Nine of Cups. And that was at the break of this High Priestess in the reverse, right? So, I kind of feel like this Divine Feminine feels like, this comic person, is trying to put in the effort. She feels like they're trying to work on a situation or put in a lot of effort or be working a lot. So she knows where this person is all the time, and it makes her happy. Maybe she's attracted to them too, or maybe, she feels some type of attraction too, but she's not ready to emotionally like give herself over to this comic person, or, she's not willing to trust this person, wholeheartedly, because here there's still some type of indecision of what she wants to do dealing with this masculine energy here. Okay. Tell me about the High Priestess in the reverse. So she knows that this person is a workaholic, or maybe not a workaholic, but maybe she knows this person works hard, Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles here. So if this is a common person for the Divine Feminine, I kind of feel like, she feels like this person works a lot or do a lot of working or is trying to work hard. Maybe trying to do a lot of work or trying to work out some type of issue that they got going on. It's like she see this person making this effort here to come out of the cold with her. Or there could be insecurity issues here as well. But I really feel like I really feel like this person, could be trying to work a lot, trying to make the effort here in the situation. But this feminine energy, but the feminine feels like, she's going to continue to just leave it out in the cold. If this is the Divine Masculine's karmic, okay, like I said, this person was trying to like get to know the feminine, trying to put, extend her, whatever the case may be. Maybe they have kids together and stuff like that. Trying to extend herself out to to the Divine Feminine. And this Divine Feminine is like, even though she sees that this karmic is trying to like make the effort in the situation, and even though the secret is out, with the High Priestess, she still prefers to, leave them out in the cold. She don't really have time to deal with it. It's like she don't really want to deal with the situation here. Yeah, and this could be the reason why she's contemplating this offer. Now, this could be the same. This can go for the same if the Divine Feminine. If this is Divine Feminine's common person is trying to get with her, like she see that this person is trying to make the effort towards her, but deep down inside with this High Priestess in reverse, like it's like she don't really, intuitively she's not really trying to really. She's not really there with this person, like. Intuitively, like it's like she don't feel like this spiritual connection with this person here that's trying to get with her. So it's like she's deliberately leaving this person out in the cold, or she's deliberately leaving them out in the cold because she's waiting for this offer here. She's contemplating on accepting this offer from this Divine Masculine. This masculine is trying to give her this offer. So this could be the reason why things is left in the dark. Even though it's coming to light with the High Priestess in reverse, like it's not secret anymore, but intuitively she knows that, she has to you know, she can't get too involved with this person here. Yeah. Do we have the Two of Pentacles because she's trying to balance some things out? Yeah, there was definitely some type of tower moment here that happened. Okay, or some type of shocking revelation. Something that happened with the tower awakening here. Some type of awakening that she didn't got in here about this King of Wands energy. So this can be that. This is the if this is this person's the divine feminine karmic, she didn't realize something about this person's energy here. That maybe this person was juggling at work or something like that. So maybe that's the reason why she left this person out in the cold, you know. But there was definitely some type of realization dealing with this person, and this person was kind of like, you know, a player type energy, maybe. Okay, maybe you know, she realized that she needed to see more than maybe she was trying to realize that she needed to see more than just, you know, how attractive this person is or how good looking this person may be. But then it looked like some shit that came to light. Like I was saying, some shit was revealed, some secrets was definitely revealed here with the sun and the moon. You know, the light is shining over this moon. And then we have the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords, you know. So with the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Cups, it's like this shit affects somebody is sneaking away from a happy, stable, committed situation, okay? Or somebody is lying about being happy in the situation, or somebody is lying about family or some shit like that, or being happy in a happy situation. Or somebody is lying, they got kids or some shit. I don't know. But this could be on this end. You feel me? Somebody is lying about the kids, or lying and saying that they can have like a big happy family, or everybody can come together as one big happy family. Like this, especially if this is divine masculine is karmic. You know, this feminine is like this shit is a bunch of bogus shit. You know, I don't want nothing to do with it. Because just in case this karmic is trying to extend everything and be like, come on, let's all blend the family. You know, this is a blended family unit. You know, this is the family being blended, but they probably lying. It's probably gonna be some fuck shit. You know, and the truth is being revealed here. You know, it really is. And you know, they realize that it's gonna be a tower moment somewhere down the line when it comes to, you know, is when it plays out in the future. This King of Wands is like about seeing shit into not really foretelling, but like I said not foretelling. Damn, what was I gonna say? Not really foretelling, but like this King of Wands see this motherfucking tower moment a mile away. Okay, coming. They see it coming. You know what I'm saying? And shit is about to be revealed, and they realize that somebody is lying about blending the family or a happy family unit or something like that. Hopefully, y'all was following me with this. Yeah, they feel like it's going to be a financial burden here. It's going to be too much putting in the effort financially, working on the situation, even though the secret is out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to cause some type of financial hardship. It's going to cause some type of financial hardship. And this could be for this feminine right here who's trying to control the situation. So this can be, I'm sorry. Get my hair if y'all seen it. Look at a hot mess. So don't be judging. All right. Let's see. So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so this could be the reason why this person is trying to like work hard and they see that it's a burden for them, you know, to put in all this work here. They need to take a break or a rest, you know, because maybe this feminine is like, you know, maybe this feminine is trying, you know, to work, trying to keep things stable, you know, trying to work the shit off to keep them from going in the poorhouse and trying to balance some things out. So they probably really, if a person is really trying to come after them, they really don't got time to be really dealing with this calming person right now because They more so focused on work. Okay, they more so focused on work. And then if this is the divine masculine's karmic, it's just like, I already know some fuck shit is going to happen. It's like somebody already foresee what's going to happen before this shit even happened. So they try not to even put themselves in the mix of trying to blend the family and shit. Like they know that it's going to be a fucking disaster, you know, or somebody is lying about blending the family or lying about some type of family situation they got or something going on. All right, let's see what the messages is for you guys. So we have okay, so it says, her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, he praises her. Many women do whole things. Why do people saying whole? Okay, things, but you surpass them all. So they basically saying that you surpass all of, like, they basically saying that you overdo yourself. Okay, you surpass, if whoever this is saying, like, you outdo yourself. You know, you outdo yourself, you overdo yourself, and a lot of people really look up to you. A lot of people can really be envious of you. Um, but you're a blessed person. I see that you road driven, you goal oriented. Okay, and um, you know that you surpass over top of all, you surpass all the bullshit, okay? And when it comes to other people in a situation, it's like there's no fucking competition, period. And then we have secret admirer, and it says someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. And this could be this calling person that I was talking about right here that's trying to get to know you or something. Maybe they work with you, um, but maybe they're not telling you that they like you or some shit, because this person is like trying to get to know you, but they feel like you're emotionally closed off or you don't really communicate with them or something. This could be the reason why this Ace of Swords is in the reverse here. Um, but yeah, this could be the reason why you feel. This could be the reason why you feel this way about this kind of person in the situation, because you're more so working on your money right now. You're trying to work. Like you don't got time to be. Maybe you don't even know that this person even like you or something. Or maybe you do, but you just don't really got time. You're trying to keep yourself at the poorhouse and keep shit balanced. You know, keep yourself stable here. um, yeah, it says secret admirer. Yeah, someone is definitely liking you, and he feel a lot more about you than he letting on though. You know. So this is the message that I have for you, Leo. Hopefully, this gave you guys some type of clarity in your situation, and I'll see you guys in the next reading.